Going on, everybody? Try to adjust the sound. Um, I've watched the last couple of his bullshit getting home, and a couple weird things. He's still terrible at the guitar, and if anybody watched, let me see here. I can learn how to do this shit. The last one, he attacked Skull Kid after the dude was just, I don't. I mean, I know. I mean, Skull Kid's got to know that he aggravates him, but there's like no being cool or anything with chance once you're on his dark side. But he's attacking about wasting life and being in a wheelchair. And I mean, I've never seen Skull Kid really do too much. I mean, he's trolled him. He made the Shaggy stuff. So, I mean, it's warranted for Cyraxx to fight back. I mean, there's no doubt about it. I'm not going to act like it's not warranted. They don't like each other. But the things he just says about Skull Kid, stop making people feel sorry for him or being a hard ass. I've never seen none of that stuff. I didn't know he was in a wheelchair till like a little bit ago. I never knew that until they made that Shaggy song or whatever, and I heard Cyraxx talking about it. I didn't know that. Fucking crazy, man. I don't know, this dude still playing the guitar, showing what I can do. He he uh he called out the chat. I bet they can't even play War Pigs by Sabbath. And then he did it like he knew what he was doing, and it was unreal. Let me see this shit. Turn this shit. Okay, let's back this up. Wow. Just it for you, pussy. This fucking guy's a maniac, man. I mean, it's not even close. Listen to this shit. He says, "Hey, Clint, I bet you they can't even do Sabbath." What the fuck? This motherfucker is insane. I think he's loaded. Matter of fact, yeah, here he goes. He already said that bullshit. There you go. Is this remotely close? I don't know if you guys can hear it. It's just playing through my computer and whatever the camera mic, or I don't even know how all this shit works. Better turn that shit down. Dude, and he tries to play it like as if he does. No, he's watching dudes on TV, like a rock video. He's got his ass pipe fingers all fecaled out and greased up. Dude, the wounds on his head it's come down to his forehead. And he had a war with the chat. The chat flamed him the fuck up. Listen to this shit. He's playing the words. Or dude. You think he's trolling us? You think he knows he sucks? Wow. Oh, dude. It was probably worse than the other day when he said proving my worth. Is it real loud? Because I'm just like my dumb ass just figured out you could do like the two little windows, and that's what I did. I was working on an intro a little bit earlier, but I'm just not hip to it yet. Like I made it, and then you like I don't know, it wasn't working out, but I'll get it. I'd rather learn it and okay, cool. I'd rather learn it, I guess, on my own and be stubborn. I don't know how these guys do them fucking live shows so good, man. Damn. Not Cyraxx. Oh my god. I just kind of had to cover it because, like I was saying, he's making fun of Skull Kid, who I guess is in a wheelchair. Like I say, I didn't know that till last time, but I'm gonna I gotta pause him or turn him off or whatever. But Skull Kid was being nice, but he's got to expect Cyraxx sees that name, he gets triggered. So, like I said, it's definitely warranted from Cyraxx. I mean, they did a fucking they got Shaggy to talk about him. So, it's going to trigger him. But I've never seen like Skull Kid even use that to his advantage. Yeah, me neither. Me neither. But I do want to learn it. I'm slowing down in life, so I want to learn this computer shit. So I was working on a couple of intros and all that, and I got a good one. And I can't put it together how to load it into YouTube. It's real strange. It's like I guess if you don't buy it or you use the watermark matters, all this. So I'm learning it. Whatever, I'll figure it out. But I've never seen Skull Kid use that to his advantage, and I've never really seen Skull Kid like, you know, bully or he's like, you're wasting your life. I mean, well, he's in a wheelchair, man. I mean, I'm sure he's fucked up in some sorts. I think it was a car accident because I do remember one time he was on with the Marty and he said, "Oh, I wish you would have died." Cyraxx was real bogue to him and said, "I wish you would have died in that accident." So yeah, I don't know. It seems pretty fucked up. But Skull Kid's got to know better. Don't go in there. Don't even try to talk to him. Why go in there? There's no talking to the guy. He's right. You're wrong on everything. It is what it is. That's just how he rolls. I mean, that's just bullhead mentality. Yeah, the chat was just. I guess he banned a bunch of his mods. So he's live. Maybe he saw my shit. So let's. Oop, what the fuck did I just do? Through my goddamn X's. Oops. I just fucked that up. Okay, let's check this out. So he's live right now. What's he doing? He's playing race cars. Oh, absolutely. There's no talking. No talking. His mom can't do it. That's why I don't know what he's saying. But he's back to driving. It's all he does all day. Worthless fucking scumbag. Playing fucking games. Don't know how to play the guitar. Wasting a life. Wasting. I always wonder all them people laying in a hospital bed that sure would wish for an opportunity to not have cancer or leukemia, little kids. Why God does that? He could switch them out with this piece of shit. He's something like fake as fuck. I don't know what he's talking about. We know you're a fake ass bitch. I know he ain't talking to me. I don't think he sees my shit. Ain't nobody starting nothing. We just cover what you put out there and what big of a loser you are. He ain't getting signed to no fucking esports. Look at this fucking maggot. His fucking head is fucking going down to his face. I don't know who he's talking to. Yeah, today he wanted everybody. I thought he said that night to unblock everybody. And then today he was like, block them all. Yeah, me too. Once in a while, like, dude, you fucking are terrible at the guitar. He probably goes through and takes them out, but it ain't even worth it no more. None of it is really. I remember about a month or two ago, he was fired up on stream. I think it was just after Marty. He was like, "You all jealous? In 30 days, I'm gonna be get this like 60 grand check and be playing in bars and big venues, opening up for people." How'd that work out for you, bro? Oh, he's talking about his exes or something. I'm not even gonna. It was just weird. He like went live right when I just decided to. Really strange. But I just kind of wanted to talk a little bit about Skull Kid because I've never witnessed him be a terrible person. I don't think he's a terrible person. He's got way more talent than Cyraxx. And I don't even really like listen to his stuff, but I know him and Smecklecat collabed, and I know he's real good at making the music and all that shit. This computer shit is hard. It really is. It takes a lot of time, man. That's why I don't have a lot of time to learn. You have to be retired or one. I mean, I know Skull Kid got into an accident, so I'm sure he's at home. Yeah. There's no way you can't get a gig when you're that terrible. He has no value. So he could I mean he couldn't even open. He can't play or sing, you know. He can't play the instrument me. Like I've heard terrible guitar players, you know, and at least you can tell what they're trying to do. Him, he has no rhythm, no nothing. Awful. Worse than awful. It's kind of weird that the Marty thing just died out. I thought today some shit would have popped off by now. It's just been kind of quiet on the goblin front. He's just doing his bullshit, you know, where he knows that he ain't gonna do shit. Yeah, I believe that. I'm fucking struggling just with the intro and I don't know. There's probably so much more better equipment I gotta get, and I'll get it. I would like to learn the green screen stuff that Smeckle does. Makes it look cool. That was cool when he made it look like he was talking from Cyraxx crib. That was the shit. I like that. That was sweet. I'd like to get that one. I'm guessing you just get a picture and then you have some type of the screen, the camera portrays it on the background screen or something. I really don't know. This shit's crazy what you can do. And I have the loot to do it. I just don't really have the time. So I got to get it figured out fast. I'm thinking about going to maybe, do they have courses for that? I like a weekend, one day, go to a couple hour class or something. Do they have like a streaming course? I mean, I don't know. That wouldn't be in for like a college, but maybe somebody local. I don't know. I know most people do like YouTube, and I try to do YouTube, but I'm watching the video and not doing it hands on. I don't know. I tend not to fucking pay attention to it. I guess I don't know. Seems harder than they're like, oh, just do this, drag this over here, you know, and it doesn't work for me. I don't know. Long way to go. Yeah. Oh yeah, they're stunned. I looked at them a little bit, a little bit before I came in. I tried to do the whole intro, and I got a site that made a cool intro, and I have it. But when I went to go instill it into YouTube, it just wasn't going. So I got to see what everybody's using. Oh, okay. That's what I'm thinking. I don't use that. I noticed powered by StreamYard. So there's it must make streaming easily on the fly. Hmm. Yeah, there's all kinds of shit to learn with this shit. Like I said, I'll get it. See what the Goblin Boy's doing. Still driving. Yeah, he's just playing his game. Nothing really big time. Probably won't even post this shit. But maybe, I don't know. I just kind of curious of why Skull Kid even went in there and bothered with him. Maybe it was a fake Skull Kid, I'm thinking. I don't know. But he's just doing the same old shit. It's really hard to do videos on him when he's just really doing the same old shit. I like a little bit when he goes crazy or there's something new going on. There just ain't shit going on. Playing the same old, the Forza, and he's not even really good at it. He's always crashing or playing like easy mode on regular basic tracks. Fucking idiot. That drives me crazy too when he says it's good to be back. I saw that too. Yeah, I saw the OBS. I heard CPN talking about it one time. I got to do one of the two. Yep, I'm probably gonna have to do one of the two because it's all implemented and built in. I'm just listening to seeing what he's saying. He ain't doing shit but driving. Waste of time, really. Waste of time. Tired as fuck tonight. Was a nice day though. Was a nice day. Wasn't too bad of the humidity bullshit. Well, yeah, I'm probably gonna cut this one short. It really isn't much to cover on his bullshit. I need to get into the mood. I had a terrible headache today. I think that's what's tearing me up. Maybe cover a little bit different subject or oh, how you doing? Mad at Skull Kid for Cyraxx art, but yeah, won't do anything yet. Yeah, Kazi, let's see. Let me address that. Okay, so I'm not in the loop with okay, who's using who's using what photos? Let me know cuz I don't know what that site is. Is that his like glory hole site? Yeah, Kazi here got me re fired up. I always like to hear the gossip. Is that the shop that Cyraxx is using? I can't believe anybody would buy that shit. Who the fuck would buy a shirt, dude? I did go to one and it's like him with zero site. I done a video on it. Oh, okay. I don't know about your channel. I'll throw you a sub. I'll go hit you up for sure. So it's like a Cyraxx site that or is it like a knockoff someone selling his shit? The glory hole fucking shower curtain that Marty did. That shit was funny. Talking about all the bid money he got from like them random people and shit. That was some shit I enjoy. I liked being silly like that. I'll have to go check your channel out. Anything Cyraxx related is cool with me. Zero Sight is someone who's using his photos to sell headphones. Oh, okay. Okay. So they're using Cyraxx as, but like I said, who would buy that shit? Like his picture literally belongs on like some type of gay, I don't know what, I don't even know, like gay, like the fleshlight or something, man. Like just something nasty. I don't really know, but he's awful. Like I say to most of the people that listen, I'm just to the point where I don't even really care. I just don't like the dude. I'm not ashamed to even say it. They say, oh, don't bully, whatever. The dude's just a piece of shit, man. That's what the fuck he is. He's not a good person. And he definitely would fucking take nudes from your underage daughter in a fucking second, man. He's not fooling nobody. And he's a fucking plague on this planet. Like I said, he's wasting his life. All them little kids who don't get a second chance, you know, just switch them out. I tell God all the time, I don't give a fuck. He's wasting it. Switch him out. Wow. Okay. It don't matter. I throw anybody that's a good trying to whatever a sub. I don't give a damn. I'll hit them up and I will check your page out. Oh, okay. I have dogs. Pretty cool ones though. I have a Target dog, Spuds McKenzie, like Chico from Friday. And I have two pugs, a black one and a tan one. I can't believe someone's making who like what buying headphones with Cyraxx picture on them. I don't know, man. These people, I don't fucking know. It ain't for me. It's nothing I would promote. I wouldn't want to make money off of anything of his. Anything with his picture. I just wouldn't want to promote anything. Yeah, I can't imagine that. My bull terrier is the oldest, and if she goes, she's hooked to me pretty much. I'll be sick. I mean, I know it's got to happen. Go to Zero Site online and see the site. Yeah, I will. I definitely will. I appreciate the info. I just like to see all the little things. That's just crazy. Because again, I could see like well, we were talking the other night like a chia pet. I could see someone doing that shit, having them grow a skullet. Now that shit would be funny as fuck. A bobblehead maybe, but like nothing serious. I wouldn't wear no clothes. I mean, you're gonna go to dinner or go shoot some hoop or work in a fucking. I saw like a shirt that had like a picture of Cyraxx opening up his shirt. I don't think it included all the bed bug bites and all the pus and shit, but still, he's gross as fuck looking, man. I'd probably wear a shirt with some fuck picture of someone's ass than that motherfucker's face. That's just he's hard, man. He's hard. It's like that eye mesmerized. You look at him, he's trying like he'll lean in and read the chat, and blood's fucking on his head, and he's all scabbed and wound up. Those are all bites. Today he's got him right above his eye. Those are all insect bites. Yeah, it's very hard, and you're right. I always worry about my bull terrier had a litter. I'm worried about the C sections. So I always keep some loot on my cards in case of emergency. But when it comes to tumors and shit, it's rough. Go to No More Fakes on Cyraxx channel and you can see a full Yeah. Yeah. I think I read a comment from you. Um, yeah, no more fakes, and he actually did it just now. Just now on the previous one I was watching. Something with to do with that guitar. The one where he's talking to Skull Kid. He leans down and then he leans forward, and like I say, it's on his eye. It's like on the corner of his eye now. You could see it's a bite. It looked like possibly a pimple or something, like he scratched it, but it's just a bite. And it's raw and pussy, and then it just goes up from there. It's over 50 on his head now. He's Swiss cheese, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. And for him to think, he said you guys are jealous because you can't do what he's up here doing. Like, I could do it. I'm sure you guys could do it. You could grab a guitar, turn the camera on yourself, and then just ram it and strum it. Why would we do that? You know, he doesn't think about that. Why would regular people do that? Nobody wants to embarrass himself. If you're not good at something, practice until you think you're good and then put it out there. Don't just start fucking strumming the fucking bullshit. The guy's just too unreal. I keep saying, like I say, I sound repetitive like his ass. We all know he's just too motherfucking unreal, man. Oh, God, can you imagine? I can't, well, he doesn't go nowhere to get COVID, but you would think the minute that motherfucker walked outside, everything would hit him. I mean, scratching his pits. He scratched his asshole one time, digging up on live stream and then sniffing it. He did the same thing, scratched his pits, scratched his heads, and then someone posted the video where he leaned down and he sniffed his armpits, man. But just the way he did it, he knew he was on camera and he did it like real slow, like he was being sneaky. What the fuck you smelling your pits for, bro? Are you that ripe? Yeah, AC/DC. Hell yeah. Yeah, my cousin sucks, but he's better than Cyraxx. They learn a couple chords and just keep playing that until they get better. Fuck, I did it a long time ago cuz like I was saying my dad did. So, I took it up for a minute. I can't do it. Oh yeah, I know he was just trying to help him, but you gotta agree, why go in there? You're an arch enemy. And he kind of took Cyraxx's name, you know, and he made the Shaggy 2 to why that's like CPN going in Marty's shit or vice versa and being like, "Yo, I really like that." It just not going to work. He shouldn't even have fucked with him. Ew. Probably an insect. Probably a fucking roach crawled in it. He's got to have roaches. I'm surprised we ain't seen that on camera. But all the noise he's making, you wouldn't see the small things. But yeah, Kazimaz, Skull Kid, God, I hate to fucking say this, man, but Cyraxx is kind of right. You don't do that. Let's see here. Yeah, oh yeah, I've been following too. I'm all the way back. Like I admitted to, I had a troll name long time ago, and he did a rap on my troll name because I left a dirty comment. This was right around just before Boy Blue did an interview with him. But yeah, I remember what you're talking about too. Yeah, he blamed Marty and then backpedaled again. I think I'm trying to remember the dude who started that. There was a dude he was talking to. There was like a troll dude, and he kept telling him, "Hey man, put two and two together." Marty gave her pills. Marty gave her pills. But like I say, give him 1,000 subs. The trolls could give him 2,000. That ain't no money, and he wouldn't even know what to do with it. You're not going to pay bills. Yeah, I didn't add him on shit. I just been watching the saga. I found him right when the candle I think she put watch out for your kids, and Blue did an interview cuz somehow Blue knew Candle or Blue knew Butterfly. I don't know. There was some connection there, and he got an interview with Cyraxx. Once he did that, he kind of got trolled and blew up from there. But then when you search his name, you see all the other names he abandoned, like the Screamer. He had that other fat chick that, I don't know, she's kind of goofy looking. She's like standing there in the video with him when he's got the lipstick on. So when Blue found him, like you could Google his name and you could see all the shit. He just had come out of drama. So when he says he wants his regular life back, that's a complete lie. It was always something weird. Someone's parents put a restraining order on him. Didn't want him fucking with his daughter because they knew he was a fucking goofball loser. And he had all kinds of drama with this Candle Smith girl. Now, she seems to be a loose cannon too. But to me, she has nothing to do with him, doing what he did with Kate. I don't know why he thinks he's like in the clear and all good. So I don't know. The guy is just a fucking hot mess. He can never be repaired. He could never get a job. He can never be anything. We know how the story ends, man. I found Cyraxx on either the Greek room or secular opinion. I kept hearing him mention some Marty guy, and then I searched both in there. Now I knew Marty from before. Marty is, it's sad that I know this, but I would be out. I worked nights, and I would be out in my shit driving, and I would at the time I would follow the CPN shit. I'd watch his shows. I don't even know how the fuck I stumbled upon him, but at the time he was like doing those shows where he had the intro and shit and doing about the Juggalo, and he went to MNE and all that shit. Well, a little bit before then, he battled with Marty. Did you guys know that? Marty's name was, oh fuck, he was on Blue. Rufus? Rufus, and or there was two of them. There was Rufus and something like one of my the little wasn't Osama bin Laden or trolling or something. It was some other name. Blue. He would be on Blue show. Marty was with Blue, believe it or not. I don't know if you guys know this or not. God damn, man, you're hurting my brain. He was on Blue show, and he went by Rufus. And maybe it was like a Ben Nedden name or something. He was trolling the Juggalos. Marty was. I don't know. He was trolling them though. He was trolling CPN. Okay. So they went to war for a minute. Can't remember his fucking name. But anyways, they went to war for a minute, and somehow CPN tricked Marty into answering a phishing tool and got his real name, and then got info on the doctor, and that's how his exposure got caught, because they would always tease him about the horses and shit like that. I think it was Fago Ben Nedden. Yeah, something like that. Like I say, you're hurting my brain because I didn't watch Blue a ton, but I watched that the drama alert of like the start of it, and that was right when Blue found Cyraxx. So that's actually, I believe, I've only known this pocket for a while less than, yep. I don't know what you're talking about there. So you got me on that one. The shepherd's pie at Thanksgiving. Hmm. Yeah, but anyways, that's where oh, Tonic. Yeah, 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 yeah. I don't know anything about him. I know nothing. I know Bloated Kiki did some type of big troll with Prison Mike, but I didn't care for them dudes. I always thought there was something funny, and I'm not a Prison Mike fan at all. I mean, to me, he's just, I mean, what is he? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's where Marty came in with the Cyraxx thing. He was Fago Ben Eden or something like that, and then he was Rufus. You ever hear of them dudes that those they're kind of slow, the Eagle Cat and Marcus and the Bounty Hunter? They're all like in a group home. He'd be like, "You better stop it, Rufus Marty." That's him. That's his name was Rufus for a minute. But that's where I picked it up at. That's where I found him. Yeah, 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 for sure. Yeah, I had nothing against Bloated Kiki at all. I mean, I thought his shows were cool. I don't even know what happened. Like everybody fell apart. I just didn't like the Mike guy. You know, when you're that guy and you're trying to act like you got power and you're better than everybody. You know, he was on I'm surprised he wasn't on a crash course of getting his ass whipped because you don't do that. Damn. Yeah, you guys, I have no clue. Because Courtney was on there, Mike was on there. He had, he'd have the DJ Zombie. What happened? I mean, I don't even want to get into that. Actually, don't answer that question. Yeah, me neither. And I don't know him personally. I try to give everybody a chance, but I don't know. To me, he's on Cyrax's level. I don't know. He's just weird, dude. It was like he was like high and just wasting his life away. I don't know what he was doing. But then yet putting people down. It's like, come on, bro. I really don't know what that dude was really all about. He's kind of strange. But yeah, he Bloated Kiki had computer skills too. Is he completely gone, or is he under a different name? Kazi Maz, do you have any hairless cats? My wife had one of them freaky things. Now her cousin's got one. They look they look weird, like a ET. They're gonna be coming. She's gonna be coming in here talking about it's bedtime soon. I'm exhausted. Okay. Yeah. I had them growing up, but I got the thing where I went and got a test done and their dander fucking fucks my eyes up bad. Dogs do, but it's like at a 5% thing. Cats are like a 75% thing. So like if I'm around them too long, my shit just starts scratching real slow. And then within 15 minutes, I look like fucking Cartman here. I look all fucked up. God damn, you got a farm? I couldn't handle that shit. I mean, I do got 3 dogs though, but I got a pretty big yard. The one thing I like the cats, ain't no fucking vermin fuck around with cats. No mice. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, really? Yeah. Well, you know what? My friend's mom, when I would come in from out of town, I'd stay there once in a while with my boy. Now she had them and she had, the calicos and the long hairs, but she had a fucking box that like she turned this frequency on, like radio wave. It was a filter and a radio wave. And she's like, your eyes won't get fucked up. I'm like, yeah, right. My eyes didn't get fucked up. Oh, damn. Yeah, I hate that shit. People do that shit all the time too, like they're nothing. But yeah, she had some type of air. It wasn't even really an air filter. It was something to do with like an electro thing, and it took the dander down, and her shit never bothered me. It worked. Because like I say, if it's one or two and I'm close, I'm hit, and they always come up. You gotta pet them or whatever, so I'll be tore up. Yeah, it was old looking too. I always thought it was a fucking radio. It would sit there by the microwave, and finally I said, "What the fuck is that?" And she's like, "That's the reason why you don't get allergies." I was like, "Oh shit." Yep. Had like a brown, if I can remember, had like a old brown speaker looking foam on it. That's why, hence, I thought it was a radio. And she wasn't really into fancy things, so yeah, yeah, pretty good size to it too. Sat there on the counter because I do believe she was pretty similar. She had an allergy to them, but she had one called Patches, and Shadow was the shit. He was all black. He was the in and outdoor cat, but he would always be going to get the birds and shit. I love Shadow. He was cool. What are we doing over here in Cyraxx's chat here? CIA hole, sci-fi garden. Weirdos. Yeah, that's fucked up, man. I've said it on my streams, and I tell myself this all the time. Don't take a fucking animal, man, unless you're in a good situation. I think everybody at one time in their life has made that mistake, but you should learn to it because they're just like a child. I mean, there's a life on the line, you know? They don't want to go to another house. They don't want to have another owner. You got them, you got to raise them. They're your family. And I know shit comes up, you know? I do know shit comes up. I mean, who would have fuck thought we would have went through COVID? I'm sure a lot of animals paid the piper on the people's, getting evicted or losing their homes. That's what I'm gonna do. Fuck this Cyraxx shit. Probably, until he goes nuts. Maybe do some nice. Oh yeah, for sure. Dude, that's what I'm probably gonna do. Like cover some subjects. I need to get some ideas. That's why I was trying to do an intro today, and I got a few ideas. And I want to cover them. It's just time, and I'm fucking tired. Hell yeah. But I love meeting everybody from the community. I don't always want it to be negative because really I'm not that type of dude. Humor and the shit with Cyraxx, it's funny. Some of it's appalling. Okay, ha ha ha. But on the real tip, I just try to be positive and talk about life, life shit, real shit. Stuff that's going on, you've been through. Um, I don't know. Maybe next time I might do a couple things that I got in my head. Maybe talking about growing up or maybe some of this. I don't know. I'm tired of hearing about fucking COVID too. Which is Delta variant. They're trying to. It's like they're. I don't know. I don't know who to believe. You know. No, that's not cheap either. You're right. I believe the Humane Society will assist. That's what we had. That's what it's called here in Michigan. Nothing is. So what I did is obviously I got my credit up. I got the care credit. So even if I have to, let's say I was having a litter of my bull terriers or something, which I don't know, I bred her one time already because they go for pretty good money, and I was going to keep a daughter off her, but she didn't have a lot, and everybody wanted them, family, friends, and people I knew, shit like that. So they were already gone basically before they were born. In case anything did get stuck and I had to go to emergency care where they're going to charge you like 2 G's for a C-section, I got 3,000 in care credit. So I don't charge, obviously it's for dogs. I don't have no nothing on that. So I have 3 G's anywhere where I can basically, it's like a credit card. I can walk in and have them covered because I can't just let her die or whatever. Right. 70. Exactly. Tell me. So, okay. I think Carrie's heard me say this before. So this is maybe what is so big about getting 1,000 subs? Does it pay? Okay, I don't know where you guys are from. I'm from Michigan. I am married, and it does probably take a dual income. I make probably 4 to 6K a month. The wife's, I don't know, 3 to 4. So we're okay. But what would 1,000 subs be my wife's job? Would it pay your bills? My wife was too. German Shepherd, not no pit bull, because I had pit bulls when I was younger. Before the big stink about them came up, and they got all that bad rep. But back to my question, if you could help me, Kazi, do you know what 1,000 subs would get you? Would it pay your bills, or what are these guys excited about? Like, how many subs would you have? Let's say for $1,000 a month. Does anybody know how many subs you would have to have? That would not pay my mortgage. But I mean, who wouldn't take an extra G? You know, that's why I side shit on the side. Right. He's another trip. I haven't covered him, but he does rub me the wrong way. But he's not a blatant prick like Cyraxx. But he is another one that needs to fucking wake up. Because making $200 a month, 75 cents last year, dude. Think about that. What the fuck, man? These guys are not on these $1 million subs, man, or whatever the million subs pays. They're not on that level. They're only in a small troll market. Like me starting this, I know it's not going to lead to any pay stuff. Even if I got 1,000 subs, what is that? It ain't going to pay for shit. 1,000 subs means power. Boy Blue made a lady quit her job, said he wanted to hit her and spit in her face. What? I didn't hear that one. 1,000 subs monetized would probably be well under $100. It depends on $100 a month or day. Now, if it's a day, fuck yeah, Cyraxx and Blue need that. If it's a month, come on, man. Come the fuck on. Oh, hell no. Hell no. No way. You're, like I say, you're better off hustling on the side, man. Go get a hustle. If you don't want to work, go get a hustle and get that. If you want to work and hustle, do that too. I mean, I get fucking bored. I do all kinds of shit on top of having a pretty decent job. I love chasing paper. If this is the way these guys are doing it, Boy Blue got mad because the lady was doing her job and Boy Blue didn't like it and made her quit. Boy Blue got mad because the lady was doing her job. What job was that? Was that his Walmart adventure? I'll be honest with you, and he probably doesn't listen, or if someone tells him whatever, I don't care. I don't know the dude, and this is probably the biggest thing that irks me. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. The biggest thing, and I don't know how you guys feel about it, but he does. I know 3K and AK sub YouTubers get a lot of super chats. They and their wives still have to work. Right. There you go. There you go. I'd imagine so. Whatever income they get is like, hey, I would probably like save it and take a vacation with it. That's what type of income it is. Or buy something I've been wanting or upgrade my computer. For sure. For sure. I'd take any of that. But at the level they're trying to get it. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, by law, she's doing her job. It doesn't matter if he looks the age or not. If she actually has to ask for the ID. My boy Sean down here at one of our stores, he owns it. He can't fuck around, man. He has to, because if it's a state decoy, that shit can cost him 10 grand in his license. If the dude's underage for beer or smokes, it costs him all that. He has to. You have to have it. So Blue can fuck off. But I think the biggest thing that irks me is he gets state welfare cash and he has two daughters, right? I'm pretty sure he doesn't pay child support, does nothing for his kids, but yet he runs right out and buys a Twisted CD. You know, and smokes and dope and beer. And he's got two girls someone else is raising and doesn't even say, hey, how you guys been? Can I, now I don't know the full situation, but from what he says and I see, he doesn't do anything for them. How are you going to be on state? How does he get state cash welfare and not pay child support? I'm not sure on that one how that's done. Because if the mom would even do anything, he couldn't receive them state benefits. You know, and he's able to do all these channels and work, and he's basically committing fraud by being on the welfare, getting whatever he talks about, getting his food and cash. And look, I don't really care about his situation. I guess if he's doing that, that's who you want to be. That's your pinnacle. Then that's on you. But that daughter thing and running right out with state funded cash where you should be like putting it into yourself or trying to get a license and a car to get a job, the first thing you go get is a Twisted CD. What got me mad at Boy Blue? Yeah. Well, I mean, he does that. When I would watch him with the site, he's done that from day one. No shit. Yeah, he does that from day one. What does that really say about yourself, though? He can get mad for people talking shit or whatever, but that's at his age. I mean, that's just blatant. I mean, who wants that? Who's going to give that guy a chance? I mean, he basically is him, Big Will, and Cyraxx are really all the same. And you can say that because they've put their info out there. They live at home. They don't drive, have no car, no job. I mean, they're basically the same person. Yeah, I mean, I get it. Trust me on the child support thing. Everybody goes through war with that shit. I get it. Okay, and I guess if your ex even was, he still should come to you and say, "Look, man, I can't afford the court shit," because I'm mixed on that. I got mixed feelings on the whole thing, and I guess because more of with Blue is because he's getting the welfare cash. Yeah, I'm not again, I don't know Will. I watched the CPN thing, but when you come to the characterization of what they put out there, I mean that's essentially what they are though. You know? Like you could think he's cool over the internet and I understand that for you, but I mean, not saying that anybody's better than anybody, but there does come a time in life, man, you know, past 20, 21, 22, you have to be a man and responsible and have your own place. You can't be living in Flint with your mom. And the only excuse you got is that you're a bender boy. You just want to drink and party. Like hey, to each their own. Again, I'm not judging, but if that's where they want to be, it's not for me. Right. They're all like that. Blue, Will, and Chance are all the same. They're all doing the same, you know? Now, I don't think Will is as bad as people make him out to be. He's definitely not like Cyraxx in character. Definitely not. And I do think, he's funny, whatever, they're funny, whatever. But like I say, there's funniness and then there's reality. Um, the first, I think the child support and some of the stimmies were not going to be grabbed. Um, Let me see what you're saying. Damn, yeah, that's too close not to see him. That's for sure. Fuck. Shit, where you paying 400 in rent at? God damn. I'll trade you. uh, I mean, I couldn't even like California is way crazy. Michigan's starting to catch up. Yeah, I again, man, I don't care if you told me you don't have a job. I'm not gonna judge anybody. I'm just saying with those guys, they put their shit out there like that, and Blue's doing wrong with it. And like I said, I can't say really Will's like doing wrong with it, but he's also got to know at that age, being a man, he's got to get going. He's got to get it. It's time to get it. Take care of himself. Get off the booze. It's time to get it. That's all I'm saying. I don't care what anybody does. They're not me. You know, and I don't know their circumstances. That's one of my topics I was going to cover was like being a black sheep of the family here in the next day of two, or anybody has suffered abuse growing up. Oh, okay. Yeah, my mom was down there for a little bit, but she had a big ass fucking crib, like 300-400K. It was some ridiculous shit. But she divorced and came back up here. But yeah, we've all had. That's why I don't judge, because I don't know what's behind it. Like there could be circumstances behind Will that he just can't get over. Like I don't try to make excuses for nobody, but there could be some legit shit. But what I'm saying is from like his actions, partying, drinking, whatever, it don't seem to be. Now Blue says he has all these anxiety. Blue I just think's full of shit and lazy. And we all know what fucking Cyraxx is. They put their personal life out here, you know. And Cyraxx, he sucks at everything he fucking does, and he has no will to learn or do anything. So, you know, out of the three, at least Will has experience of hosting and has a knack for something. He just got to get his act together. That's all. I mean, it's cool to hang out with the Bender boys and party, but you gotta have that juggalo life, and then you gotta have that real life if you're gonna have a life. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Um, I went through some crazy shit. That's what I was gonna cover. to see if anybody was like the black sheet of the family, or if anybody actually suffered any type of abuse, because I was gonna just cover like what damages it could cause, what reasons it could be, because um I've experienced it, so I know how it could hold you down. But I never try to let anything hold you down too bad, because like I say, you got to live, you got to have a life. Damn, I'm still on here bullshitting. Now my headache's actually settled down a little bit. But yeah, like any of them guys, I know how. I know how, like I said, shit can, you know, labels, and when you're a kid, and abuse can really, 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 really fuck you up. But you can't get caught using it as an excuse. You can hold it in, you can seek help, you can get over it. That's good. I'm glad. Yeah, that's creepy. My wife had that, pervs, and I never had any sexual, but grandfather was terrible. Like um I got physically beat probably starting at 4 or 5, and probably didn't end until I grew into myself, was a big dude. Then I could, then one day I snapped and fired back, and I couldn't beat him, because he was a really old man by then. There's not Then I would be the bad guy, you know. So you get labeled as the black sheep, even though the person that did that to you was in the wrong. So I know how that can really affect a person's mentality. I mean, this dude would fist me. My grandma would oh, it's all good. I don't want no sympathy for it. But my grandma would try to stop him. He was a big Polak, like 6'6". I'm close to his height. He's a big dude like me, and I was a average sized kid. I didn't grow into me, and at 4 or 5, what are you gonna do anyways? But Grams used to try. That's why I love her so much. My grandma was the best. She used to try to stop him. She'd bust his ass with the broom, spray him with like a fucking like a Lysol back then, a can in the it was wild shit, you know. And the sad part about it is I would get beat just for being a kid, putting water in the sandbox, you know, making a caulk gun into a play gun, just something stupid, not nothing terrible. Like if it was today's standards, he would be in prison. I mean, like I say, it was just for being a kid, maybe leaving some golf clubs out, shit like that. He was just an angry drunk, that's all. And I was his target because he was a coward. That's how I was looked at him growing up. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, he probably would have. I'll tell you what, one of the most scared times in my life, I was probably 7, and the dog shit in the utility room. I had a friend over, and he came home from work, and he blamed us for having the dog in there because he slipped in the shit. And he was always notorious for wearing these t-shirts. They were just like standard, one pocket Hanes t-shirts. He took it off, twisted it around my neck, and then turned around and potato sacked me over his back up the little 6 flights of stairs from the utility room. So I was hanging there choking, and he walked real slow and like stopped in between. I couldn't fucking, I was choking, you know, some sick ass shit. And if it wasn't for my grandma, I have no idea. She whomped him, and I fell, and my friend went running. His dad actually was a chief of the fire department in that local town, and he brought the cops there because my friend told his dad, he went home shook by seeing that shit. And that was the first time I think he realized he could get into some shit doing that shit. But I'll never forget that. There's like moments in life that you don't forget. I'll never forget that one. Never forgave that piece of shit. And I'm glad he's gone. My mom was 14 when she got married. Yeah, my mom was 16. And my dad was a piece of shit. He just recently passed. I'm not on good terms with really either of them. My dad, you do the best when they're dying to say your goodbyes and all that. And then my mom for, letting that continue and not being a mom. Yeah. Yep. It's hard. That shit fucks you up. And then, like I say, the label, like the family doesn't understand. When I grew into a grown man, I had pummeled my stepdad, because I always had that trigger from being abused. So then you start getting the label as, hey, this guy's a fucking wild card, and it all stemmed from poor parenting and letting a kid get abused. So I know how quick that shit can turn, which is super unfair for the kid who's got to experience that. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know what a lot of these guys have, they're hiding or what they've been through. That's why, it's like, hey, they're not me. You got to do you. But some of them seem to use it, simple things as excuses. I mean, Rax has no excuse. He ain't had nothing happen to him, just being coddled. Yeah, it ain't raising kids. It ain't easy. And they cost. Cyraxx doesn't understand that either. You know? You just don't have sex and they plop out and there's milk, there's clothes. Right now, I got 11 here and she's got everything. Computer, PlayStations, Roblox, Robux every day, nice clothes. She's into anime. Yeah, my family's, pretty much dysfunction and gone. I have cousins that I'm cool with. My other side was Mexican and white mixed, and regular Mexican and Mexican and white mixed. My dad had a different father than them. He had like a hillbilly Kentucky guy dude. They never knew who he was. And then his mom married a Mexican that I called Gramps. I loved him. He was cool as hell. He always treated me great growing up. He didn't abuse me. It was my natural mom's father who did that shit. He was an old Polak. Yeah, my father never did that because he was a little weak coward. Believe it or not, you wouldn't know my dad was my dad. He was fucking probably 5'7", 5'8". I'm like 6'4", but I know I got it from my grandfather. And I also got his temper growing up too, though, after the abuse. And it was real, because of that anger, I had to learn to control it. Yeah, I feel you. I'm scared with my kid because she's tall and beautiful and, probably could model. I got her in gymnastics. She's super limber, and I know the boys, you know, gonna have to go through that shit, man. I don't want her making mistakes. I had a kid when I was young. My mom had me when she was young, and I had my first kid when I was young too. I don't want her making them mistakes, so I gotta watch that shit. It really does. It hurts the kid being young, and it really kind of fucks you up too. It does. It's hard. Early shit is hard. It really is. I know it cost me a few dreams, that's for sure. But what are you gonna do? You got to do what you got to do. But as far as my daughter goes, no way. I gotta watch that. She can't do that. I want her to have a life. You always want your kids to have better, have more. They don't know what abuse is. If my daughter had that shit happening to her like I did, I don't think she would make it. I was a little tough son of a bitch to take all that shit. He would hit me with, two buys and just bad shit. Fan cords till you bleed. And like I said, when he hung me, that was rough. That was a rough one. But that shit's crazy. Yeah, it's fucking wild times growing up. Back in our day, they didn't have no protection. That was the thing. You got your ass whipped. Now that was one thing. That was one thing. The Mexican Gramps, he would give you a pat or a whipping for like his name. He didn't really bother me too much because, like I say, my dad had a different father, but my father lived with him. So, like I say, I called them Gramps. Like my cousins, he'd whip their asses. He didn't, like I say, he wouldn't do no crazy shit like the old man would, though, to me, anything like that. If anything, he would holler and talk a little bit. That was it. He was a good Gramps. But back then, that's when they would whoop you. I mean, I recall handprints and bruising handprints from him real hardcore on my sides, my hips, my back, my face. Kids had black eyes. Yeah, for sure. Appreciate you coming by. I'll check your channel out and check all that stuff you were pointing to for me. I know we were going to go to bed and we got to rambling. Yeah, Carrie, I do too, man, but with the life that I've just, came out of wild shit when I was younger, night night. Uh I can wait. But I do, you know. I'd like to spoil them. I do for sure. It feels good, even though you're the grandpa or the grandma, whatever. It just kind of feels like life settled down, and you got a little people. When they're little, and a good older person, always click well. They're both kind of grounded. One being through it all, and one just starting, but they click. But anyways, I'm gonna go see what the fams is watching. Maybe catch a movie before I got to get up and do it all over again. I appreciate you guys bullshitting with me and talking and all that. Mine's 11. So the older one I don't talk to that much, but I know she ain't having kids no time soon. Maybe, you never know. Yep, you definitely. But all right, I'm gonna get off here. Appreciate you stopping by, and we'll see what the hell Cyraxx bullshit brings us the next couple 24 hours. Have a good one.